All right, I think that's good. Now, point slope. All right, yesterday, does anybody remember what that form was called?
It was y equals mx plus b.
And what was it called? That is correct.
Y-intercept slope.
Very close. Y equals mx plus b. We said here that this is called slope intercept. I think it should be called slope what? Y-intercept, because that's what it gives you. But they just abbreviate it slope intercept form. All right, today we're going to learn a new form. All right, the most popular form. It's called point slope. All right, why do you think we call it the point slope equation?
Because there's a starting point.
And
it's the same thing as mx plus b.
no. Yeah, I liked your starting point, but what else does it give us? That, yes, and it gives you the slope. It gives you a point and it gives you a slope. So you're going to use the point slope form when they give you a what? Point and a slope. In this format, is this the y-intercept?
No.
Definitely not the y-intercept. All right. It's definitely not the y-intercept. All right. Now, the form goes like this. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. All right, that is called the point slope form. And the reason it's called the point slope form again is because you use it when you're given a point and a what? Slope. It's real easy. Now, because you guys are so smart, all right, I don't want you to memorize that. I want you to understand where it comes from. So who remembers what the slope formula is? What was the slope formula between 2 points? Do you remember?
Y1 or y2 minus y1 x2 minus x.
That's exactly right. So watch now. Everybody write this at the top too. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now, please look up so you can see what I'm doing. This equation right here is, guess what? This equation right here. It's the same thing. That's all it is. It's the same thing. I never understood why people would have any trouble remembering this. If you know the slope formula, then you know the point slope form. All right, what's the difference between the two, besides the 2's and the 1's?
Well, for the one have it multiplied.
That's exactly right. Very smart. That's it. All you're doing is multiplying both sides by x2 minus x1. And if you do that, that's what you get right here. Now, the only difference is I don't see the 2 here and I don't see the 2 here. So you're right, it's not exactly the same. The reason it's not exactly the same is because those are going to be the x and y value in the equation. That's what that is. That's the difference. All right. So again, anytime you're unsure, it all goes back to the fact that the slope is defined as y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And that this right here now, as I go backwards here a little bit. All right, as I go back, x1 comma y1 is the point, and m is equal to the what? Slope. That's all there is to it. You're going to be amazed at how simple this is. All right, so now everybody look at number 1. All right, the first thing I want everybody to do is I want everybody to write down the formula. We're going to write the formula about 10 times, and then you won't have to write it anymore. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So to write the equation, someone lead me. What would it be? Go ahead. Good for you.
M equals.
What's m?
Slope.
Yep. So what number is m?
negative 2/3.
That's correct. Wherever you see an M, you put negative 2/3. Now keep in mind the 2 represents x1 and the 5 represents what? y1. So it's going to be y minus what, Mr. Barrow?
Wait, so the y, so the 2 is x1 and the 5 is
Right. So y minus what?
y minus 5
You got it. Equals?
equals 2/3 times x minus 2.
That's all there is to it. That's how simple it is. All right, the point and the slope. You just put it in for x1 and y1 and for m. What?
So you said it's not the same because there's no like 2 next to the 1. But where are you getting like just the plain y and the plain x? Like wouldn't it be the y? Like I'm just confused on that.
There's no reason to be confused. This is part of the equation, y and x.
So they're not-
This is the point. That is this. This right here is this. That's all. All right. In order to write the equation of a line, you need a y and an x. You can't replace both y's and x's or you won't have an equation. All right. So here we go. Now to graph it, everybody's got to graph 2, 5. There we go. Over 2, up 5, plot a point. Now from that point, what do you have to do? Yes. Down 2 and then over. I don't like over. Down 2 and to the right. It's right or left, up or down. And there's your graph. Did we go through the y-intercept this time? No. We plotted the point, and then we found this point using the slope. All right, that's how we did it. What?
So what about the x minus 2?
I don't know what you're saying. What about the x minus 2?
There's a graph that doing down 2 and to the right, and then it's x minus 2 after that. So what is that?
I have no idea what you're asking me.
Like,
Come on. This is the equation. This is the equation of that line. This is a point that's on the line. This is a slope that's on the line. What is your question?
never mind.
There's really nothing to it. Nothing to it at all. What?
Do you need to write the equation, or could you just say like over 2, up 5, down 2, to the right 3? Why do you need to write the equation?
Because I want to know what the equation is. Like we did yesterday, we wrote the equation of a line. Right?
Wait, how did you get the one side? Like the 5 thing. Or is that 2 5?
Hold on. Just everybody stop. Let's go back. We're on number 2 now. Stop. All right. Let's write the equation for number 2. Here we go. Come on, Jocelyn, write it. Now fill in for the equation. Minus negative would be a plus 3. Perfect. You agree? That's how easy. That's it. That's how you write the equation of a line if they give you a point and a slope. That's how easy it is. Anybody have any questions with that? All you're doing, that's it, plugging numbers in to their right spot that they belong. The -3 is x1 and the 4 is what? y1. Now I want you to graph that line containing that point and that slope. So we graph the point what?
-3, 4.
We plot the point -3, 4, and then from that point we go what?
Right.
Yep, you said it perfectly. I have no complaints. That's exactly correct. What?
Are we just writing out the equations and look at the equations? And I feel like it'd be. Okay.
I don't know what your, I honestly, I don't know what your question is. Let's look at the directions. Write the equation of the line with the given point and the slope. Then the next one, graph the line with the given point and the slope.
Yeah.
So what's your question?
I was just asking if like this exercise is for the equation.
We're learning how to write equations of lines. Pretty soon we're going to learn how to write equations of quadratics. Right? There's so many different things you have to learn how to write the equations of. This is the beginning. All right, because that's going so well, let's take a look at number 3. All right, Ava, go. Tell me, what's the equation for a point slope?
Y minus 4.
No, y minus, I want the equation first. Y minus
Y1
equals,
and parentheses x minus x1.
beautiful. Now write the equation.
Y minus 4 equals -3/1. And then in parentheses, x1 plus 1.
Look how easy that is, guys. Nothing to it. All right, next, how do I graph it? What do I do, Ava, to graph?
The right, the left one, and then you go up.
Beautiful. Then what?
You go down 3 and to the right one, and down 3 to the left one.
Yeah, we are amazing. Come on, guys. I don't think that's that hard. Nothing to it. All right, you'll be doing that forever. All right, as long as you do math. Henry, you ready? Go. Mr. Ibanez, you ready?
Oh, yeah, so
Write the equation.
y minus y1, which is equal to m parentheses x1.
Good. Now what?
And then, so that would be y minus, no, plus 2
Very smart.
is equal to, 4, in parentheses, x minus 5.
You are amazing.
And then,
All right, now tell me how to graph, please. As clearly as you said that.
so you go to the right 5,
And
then down 2,
good.
and then you go up 4,
Yep. And then what?
and then over 5,
Over how many? 4 over what?
1.
Yes, 4 over 1. Easy. All right. Number 5. Hold up, we got a problem.
And number 4, wait, nine is 5, and over 2, wouldn't it be like, I don't get how you get the negative 2. I don't understand. Like, I get the 4 1, that's the 4 over 1, but I don't get the 1.
Do you know how to plot this point? I'm not sure I understand what you're saying.
I get how to do 4 over 1, but I don't get how you get the -5 over 2. No.
The point 5 goes into the equation. Watch this. This 5 goes in for that x.
Yeah, but I don't get how to graph the number of times.
Oh, it's not graphing the, so you go to the right 5 and down 2. Right, so you're plotting a point. Here we go. That's an easy fix, kiddo. To the right 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down 2, 1, 2.
But isn't it negative?
Because you're looking in here. Because you're seeing that?
Yeah.
No, it's up here.
Oh, okay.
Now you
Now I got
right, because this is part of the equation.
it. Okay.
You with me? All right. So now number 5. Tell me what to do.
You want the equation first, so 1 minus 1 equals
Perfect.
and then 1 minus 6 equals 0. And then parentheses x plus 3. So you just plot.
Wait a minute. So I want everybody to write this down. Y minus 6 equals 0, right?
Yeah.
Because 0 times anything is 0. So technically,
It's just
y equals what? I just want you to say y equals 6. Right, listen to me now. Whenever your slope is 0, you have to understand it's just y equals. What's the y value?
6.
That's why that was a waste of time. You see what I'm saying? This is a special case.
Wait, but can you still plot the point?
You're not, I'm not asking you that. I'm asking you, when you're writing the equation of a line, if the slope is 0, it's always just y equals. Whatever the y value is, the y value is 6. Okay?
And so when y is equal to something, it's horizontal.
You are amazing. So now we're going to y equals 6. So all you're doing is graphing a horizontal line at 6, guys. Because you know that that slope is what? 0. Everybody happy with that? Hopefully. Let's look at the next one. All right, Marcus, go.
So first the equation is y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1.
You're amazing so far. Now, listen, anytime you see a 0, do we have to put the 0 in? No, let's don't do that because we're smart. If you wanted to, you could, but it's not necessary. So in this case, you're just going to say what? Very good. Not y minus 0, even though would it matter? No, it wouldn't matter. But just y equals what?
2/5 times x minus 6.
That's it, guys. Be patient. It's easy. Now, how do I graph this, please?
You would graph it at -6.
No. This is what she was asking about. You pick this point. Don't be confused by what's inside. It's the point that's listed. So what do I do? And then what?
2/5.
Can I go over 5? No, so I have to go down to, over is not a direction. Thank you. And there's your line. Anybody have any issues with that? Sophia, you're up. Tell me about 7. Write the equation for me. Perfect.
Minus y plus 3 equals -2/5. And then in parentheses, x minus 1.
You are amazing. All right, now go. Tell me what to plot.
Then we have y and then -3.
Super great. And then what, kiddo?
And then you go down 2.
Right.
Well, I guess up 2.
Yeah, 10 is good, right?
And then to the left.
Yeah, you can go up 2 and left 5 if you want also. Guys, everybody agreeing? Come on, that's kind of easy, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm happy with that. All right. 8. Let's try number 9. If something is undefined, if the slope is undefined, what does that mean, upwards? Vertical. We call upwards vertical. All right. Vertical and horizontal. Vertical is the one that's undefined. So vertical is always x equals. So in this case, we're just going to say x equals what? X equals 1. All right. X equals 1. So now everybody just draw it. We don't use y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. We don't do that. It's a special case. If you're not hearing me or you don't understand or you know you don't have a good memory, that's when you write that stuff down so you can look over your notes. All right. Anytime slope is undefined, it's automatically a vertical line. Automatically a vertical line. Yes.
You said we'll just put 1, but did you put 1 because it's 1 comma -8?
It's the x coordinate, correct?
Yeah.
X equals 1 because the x value is what?
Well,
1. If I said it was a slope that was 0, what would the equation be?
0 over 1.
No. What would the equation be if I said the slope was 0? Tell them.
Y equals -8.
Y equals -8. That's how I'm getting these numbers. I'm looking at the point. If it's vertical, it's whatever the x is. If it's horizontal, it's whatever the y is. You hear me now, right?
Yeah, no, it's said
What?
I forget how X is 1. Why don't we write 3 now?
I don't. Because it's a special case. Just like back here. If the slope is, which one is 0? Which one was slope was 0?
Here's number 5.
Number 5. The slope is 0, right? So I wrote y equals 6. All of this was completely unnecessary. Whenever the slope is 0, it's just y equals 6. You hear me? Whenever it's what? Undefined, it's always what? X equals whatever the x coordinate is, right?
Okay.
All right. Skip 10, skip 11, you're good. Okay. Now we went from the point and the slope to the equation. Now we're going from the equation to the point and the slope. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, tell me.
Right, so the coordinates will be -4, 3.
You are amazing, buddy. That is correct. Shh. -4, 3, and then what's the slope?
M equals M equals 2 over 1.
You are amazing. 2 over 1. Now, look, here's the frustrating thing, guys. And I know you guys can tell I'm a little frustrated. All right. But listen, before you ask me a question, look up there. Try to draw the conclusion yourself. This is what's holding some of you back. You just refuse to make an observation. You refuse to make an observation. He just said the point is -4, 3. And I said, wow, that's great. That is correct. And the slope is 2. And some of you are like, well, where did the -4 come from? Well, why don't you look at the problem? Where is the 4 at? Well, here's the 4. It's next to the x. So when you pull something out, what has to happen to the sign? Come on, guys. You're smart enough to draw those conclusions. Is everybody okay with that? You understand? I want you to do that. I don't want to have to tell you everything. That's why I get irritated sometimes. You don't give yourself a chance. You draw the conclusion. Then your brain is going, wow, that's easy. And I don't have to tell you 50 times. All right. You learn to draw your own conclusions. All right. So now, Jocelyn, are you okay with that point being negative 4.3 now? Anybody else was like, oh my gosh, how did he get that? What? I'm sorry, I thought it was you. What?
I don't understand the negative 4.
I don't understand how you cannot understand that. Seriously. Are you asking me how I got 3 also?
No.
The 3's over there. So that makes 3 okay, but the 4 is over here. So that doesn't make that okay. I don't understand. Seriously.
Minus the 4, I don't.
I'm asking you if in here it's 4, and I said the answer was -4, but over here it was -3, and now I told you the answer was 3. You should conclude that what is taking place? Very good. You're right. The signs are changing. Very good. I was proud of you for making that observation. Just like over here, when we wrote these, it was 5 here, but oh my goodness, it's -5 here. What happened to the sign? The -3 became a what? What happened to the signs? They are a changing. The signs are changing when you put them into the formula. Now you might ask, well, that's pretty dumb. Why are you changing the sign? Because I had to look at the formula. In the formula, this, watch, this right here is x1, and the next one is what? Y1. But in the formula, you should be saying, well, it's -y1 here, but y1 here. So what's true about them? Go ahead, make this conclusion. Man, see how good I am? That's how good I am. All right. Very nice explanation. You're welcome. All right. So now here we go, Audrey. You get, no, you gotta, we're not holding on for you. All right. What's the point for number 13? No, I don't have a minute. You got about 5 seconds. Unfortunately, it's not correct. 2, -5, and the slope is what? -3/1. Now plot those points. Plot the point 2, -5, and then use the slope. All right, that's what happens. All right, just to make sure we're all in great shape, Miss Emma's up. What point are we talking about on number 14? -3, -7, and the slope is what? Come on, guys. Simple, simple, simple. Now, the reason we have so many examples is because honestly, guys, it is super duper important. All right, you over and over and over, you're going to do it. All right, now jump to 17. Let's see how smart some of you are for 17. So on 17, Teo, tell them what's the point.
So I think.
No, tell me. I don't want you to think about it. Just tell me confidently. What is the X and the Y point and what's the slope?
-3. No, wait, 0, -3.
You are amazing. And what's the slope? You are amazing. Now don't say, why is it 0? Because there's no number after the X. Audrey, if there's no number, it's a what? You are amazing. I told you I was good at this. I know. You don't have to tell me that. All right, here we go. Moving on. Okay, just to see if you're paying attention. Miss Varna, you're up. Tell me about 18. What point are we going through?
-4, 0.
You are amazing. Wow, I'm so good at this. Thank you for proving that point. Amazing. I told you, easy. Keep going, keep going. All right. Now, because we're brilliant, we're going to go ahead and step on the gas pedal a little bit. What? Uh-oh, we got a problem.
Yeah, I was just normal trade.
What?
I wasn't sure whether it's in the, normal period.
Why would it be? What's not normal about a 3?
Well, let's see, you scroll really fast, it looks like the equal sign was.
Oh, okay. All right. This one is a normal 3. All right, you're welcome. All right, here we go. 21, guys. All right, again, here's where it's just one step harder. All right. I said in order to write the equation of a line, we need the point and we need a what? Slope. Right now I have what? 2 points. I don't have a slope. Oh, smarty pants. Well, what do I have to do?
Y2 minus Y1.
Wow, thank you. Wow, amazing. We don't have the slope. So you think back in your brain, you go, okay, brain, I don't have a slope, so I need to find the slope. Right? But you have to remember what that formula is. What is that formula?
That equals Y2 minus Y1 over X2 minus.
You are amazing. I appreciate that. That was very nice. Anybody have any doubts about that? So if you're having any trouble, every time you write an equation of line, you need a point and a slope. If you have a point and a slope, it's super easy. If you have 2 points, you have to create the slope. And then once you have the slope, you have a slope and a point. And then it's easy again. So calculate the slope for me. Someone do it correctly. I said correctly. What? What?
6 over negative
2 over 0. Oh, this is sad. Okay. So we got to go back to first grade with our counting. 3 minus negative 3 over 2 minus 4. 6 over negative 2 equals negative 3. Yeah, but you didn't say it loud like you are now because you were afraid you were wrong. So you don't say anything because heaven forbid you get something wrong. All right. So now, people, what Ava, tell me please now. We want everyone to quiet so we can hear her. Go. Oh, thank you for that. X is the first one. Now that we're clear, everybody knows X is the first one. What can we do next? What next, Ava? Oh, thank you. Change Y over change of X. Now we can continue because Ava realized X is the first one and it was change in Y over change of X. What? But what? 3 minus negative 3 is positive 6. Okay, now please finish up for us. Listen, no buts. Here we go. Shh, just a minute. I want to finish this problem because you got lots of homework if we don't get some work done. You can choose either of the points. So go ahead. Okay, but we know that now, so we're just going to fill it in. Go.
Y plus 3 equals negative 3 over 1 minus 4. No, in parentheses, I find.
You are amazing. Now, hold up. Please stop. Seriously, I need your serious attention. That's an answer. Put your hand down and just listen. Focus on what I'm saying. That is an answer. Now, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but look up here on the board. Y minus 3 equals negative 3 times X minus 2. Say it loud and proud. It's the same thing. Now stop giving that look. It doesn't look the same. It doesn't look the same, but it is the same. All right. It just happens to be going through a different what? Point. That's it. Please, if we had more time, I'll show you. All right. Now, your homework. Listen, guys. Let's do because no, shh. Just give me a second to think, or you're gonna have all of it. Let's do question 22, circle 22, 19, and number 8. 22, 19, and 8. And then tomorrow when you come to class, I'll check those 3, and then we're going to finish it in class. Guys, listen, this is super duper important. All right. Very important information. All right. If you thought it was really hard, go home and study.